The global market for electric bus systems is projected to hit $387.3 billion by 2034. Cities around the world are in a rush to decarbonize their urban transit networks, replacing thousands of aging diesel engines with zero-emission batteries. But right now, this global transition relies heavily on imports. A handful of foreign manufacturing giants, largely based in China, control the vast majority of the supply chain, from the raw lithium processing to the final vehicle assembly. You can see the result of this dynamic clearly in Latin America. Chile and Colombia have established themselves as absolute regional leaders in fleet size. They achieved this by aggressively importing finished vehicles and placing them directly onto the streets of Santiago and Bogotá. The sheer volume is impressive. Chile commands a fleet of over 2,600 electric buses, and Colombia operates nearly 1,600. They bypassed the slow process of building local industry and bought the technology wholesale. Buying green technology off the shelf solves immediate emissions targets. However, it creates a massive new economic vulnerability. Transitioning away from fossil fuels means trading a reliance on foreign oil for a total reliance on foreign supply chains and proprietary transit hardware. Then there is Brazil. Despite possessing Latin America's largest economy and its most extensive transit network, Brazil currently operates roughly 730 electric buses. Looking at the staggering infrastructure challenge of these massive, crowded diesel terminals, Brazil lags significantly behind its neighbors in absolute numbers. This delay is intentional. Brazil is executing a radical alternative strategy. Instead of racing to top the adoption leaderboards with imported vehicles, the government consciously sacrificed early speed. Their objective is to own the physical means of production. By weaponizing state finance, Brazil is engineering a homegrown electric bus supply chain from the ground up. They are forcing the global market to adapt to their terms. The primary engine driving this strategy is the BNDES Climate Fund. BNDES, the National Bank for Economic and Social Development, is Brazil's main state development bank. Through this fund, the bank offers transit operators highly attractive loans, capped at a maximum interest rate of just 4% to upgrade their fleets. Access to this cheap capital comes with a strict condition. Operators can only use the funds to purchase vehicles that possess a specific national manufacturing accreditation. If a bus is entirely imported, it does not qualify for the 4% rate. This diagram shows the critical shift in Brazil's local content requirement, a policy dictating how much of a product must be made domestically. Previously, the bank required 60% of a vehicle's raw materials and weight to be Brazilian. The new policy drops that rigid quota, replacing it with a 30% technological index. This index calculation is highly specific. It evaluates innovation, labor, and value added, rather than just raw steel and plastic. This allows manufacturers to import highly advanced components, like specialized foreign battery cells, while strictly mandating that the high-value engineering and final assembly occur locally. By adjusting the math, the government turned a blunt protective tariff into a precision tool. It acknowledges the reality of global supply chains while still forcing companies to build a domestic industrial base. The physical results materialized quickly. Electra, a Brazilian company, injected 40 million reals to expand its factory in São Bernardo do Campo, boosting its capacity to produce 3,000 electric chassis locally every single year. Major domestic industrial powers followed suit. WEG and Marco Polo formed a massive joint venture to build the ATV standard bus, an electric transit vehicle manufactured entirely on their own domestic chassis. This schematic shows the anatomy of the ATV bus. It integrates multiple domestically sourced systems, merging a heavy-duty frame designed specifically for Latin American roads with high-efficiency electrical infrastructure. Digging into the powertrain, WEG supplies a robust 395 kilowatt three-phase loader. This system pairs with imported lithium iron phosphate, or LFP, batteries, a chemistry chosen for its thermal stability and lower cost, that are packaged and integrated locally by Brazilian engineers. The gravitational pull of the BNDES capital is so strong that even foreign monopolies are bending to it. Mercedes-Benz do Brasil designed its EO500U electric chassis entirely within Brazil, utilizing local engineering talent to ensure their product qualified for the state-subsidized loans. Whether it is a domestic startup expanding its floor space Or a multinational corporation localizing its research and development, the state policy effectively forced the factories to be built on Brazilian soil. We can see this policy interacting with actual city streets in Sao Paulo. The municipality secured roughly $1.4 billion from the Inter-American Development Bank, an international institution providing regional loans, to decarbonize its urban transport. The city plans to incorporate 2,200 electrified transit vehicles by 2028. This chart shows the direct results of having an accredited local manufacturer ready to meet that demand. Electra leveraged its BNDES accreditation to capture over 68% of the electric buses operating in the regular Sao Paulo fleet, beating out massive foreign competitors for municipal contracts. A theoretical banking policy materialized into absolute market dominance within the hemisphere's largest city. The geopolitical map is already shifting. With domestic chassis production scaling rapidly, Brazil is expected to surpass Chile in total electrified fleet size by the end of 2026. This industrial strategy generates high-tech manufacturing jobs and insulates Brazil's transit networks from supply chain shocks. By owning the production, the country has primed an industry that can now export vehicles across all of Latin America. The green energy transition functions as a highly competitive economic weapon. Deciding where the batteries are assembled and where the motors are engineered determines who captures the wealth of the next century. Brazil's strategy proves a distinct point. With precise state financing and strict local requirements, developing nations do not have to buy the future from someone else. They can build it themselves.